Hi everyone, welcome to week 4. Thank you for working hard last week. We spent a lot of time discussing different types of authority, binding versus persuasive and primary versus secondary. So I enjoyed our conversations on the discussion boards, and thank you for working on the memo and the issues. If you have not submitted some assignments and you have zeros in your grade book, I really encourage you to submit. This would be a good time to do that because you don't want to fall too far behind as we move towards the second half of the class. So please submit if you have any missing assignments. Okay, so in week 4, we are going to be discussing ethics. And I'm sure you know that it's very important for legal professionals to be ethical. We are subject to several ethics rules. They vary slightly by each state, but in general, most states follow some form of the model rules. And I provided the model rules for you in my initial thread on the discussion board. And it's a good idea to be generally familiar with those rules because paralegals, by extension, are subject to the same rules. Just to name a few, like for example, the duty of confidentiality. The legal team is required to keep client information confidential. Conflicts of interest. We need to be careful that we don't represent clients that have competing interests. A classic example of that would be you couldn't represent both a husband and a wife in a divorce proceeding. There's also rules that relate to the unauthorized practice of law. So paralegals cannot give legal advice and they cannot make themselves seem like they're an attorney when they're not. So these are all rules that are important and must be followed. And if they're not, it's possible that the lawyer, the law firm, or the paralegal could, have dire consequences. They could get fired. They could be sued for malpractice. They could get sanctioned by the bar. And they can even just have reputational concerns and issues. So it's important to always make sure that you're following their ethics rules. Okay, so I look forward to our conversations about that this week. That's what our discussion board is about. Specifically, it relates to the unauthorized practice of law and why it's important to make sure that we clarify our role in a law firm and not mislead a client. So I look forward to discussing that with you. You also have a reflection due this week, which is about ethics and similar type of information that I just talked about. So you can get some more information in the lecture and then tell me your thoughts in the reflection. And then finally, we have our midterm exam this week. I will give you 2 attempts and the highest grade will count. So you can review the lecture materials for the last several weeks. That's what the midterm is on, the last 4 weeks. And it's a combination of multiple choice and essay questions. So if you have any questions as you're studying for the midterm, please reach out to me. Just do your best. Again, if you take it the first time and you're not happy with your score, then you can go back and see what you got wrong and then try it again. So I wish you the best of luck on that, and please reach out if you have any questions about anything. I look forward to talking with you on the discussion boards this week. Thanks.